Well, I don't think it's technology so much. Of course, you have to embrace technology. But what makes media critical is the credibility, you know. And in a sense, I think a lot of media outlets, they're just worried too much about technology. Technology is there, we have to use it. But at the end of the day, it is just another delivery vehicle, right? We had the printed press back then. We dealt with it. We put out credible information. People bought it. Then we had the internet. Everybody changed again. Social media is forcing people to change even more. But central to what the media's mission is to provide credible information. And all the technology in the world is not going to help you if people don't think you're credible. So that is the most important. Well, I think for Singapore, the international reaction is not what really matters, right? What matters is that we are responsible to our citizens, and so this is a law that is aimed at keeping harmful effects away from Singaporeans, keeping them safe from misinformation, which can cause a lot of damage to society. So this is a decision that we are taking in our own interests, and I think that if it benefits Singapore and Singaporeans, then it should not be very controversial at all.
So don't think
I don't really think that spreading fake information is actually freedom of expression. I think some people do believe that you can say whatever you want, but frankly, that has not been my view at all, and I don't think it's the view of our leaders in Singapore, because we saw during the COVID-19 epidemic that fake information can cause a lot of damage. Fake news about vaccines in particular, could have caused a lot of damage, but a credible media should be able to battle that fake information, and if you are going to spread fake information that's harmful to your society, then there ought to be laws that can stop it. Talent, yeah, there's shortage of talent, shortage of belief, shortage of credibility, a whole generation of children growing up, like His Excellency Nabil said, not reading the papers, getting their information from different outlets, and so this is just one of several challenges, but media has an important role. If you educate people, which is part of the media's role, then they will not be susceptible to fake news, right? A lot of people do know that vaccines are effective, right? And they are helped by the media. And so when they receive fake news that vaccines are not useful, they just dismiss it. So media has a great role to play in this. Yeah? But fake news is just one of the challenges. I think your reputation is the most important. If you are your yes, the brand, right? If you are a reputable brand that has consistently given voice and is fair, objective in its coverage, not for one side or not for the other, or not biased, then people will naturally view you as a credible source of information. But if you continue to have biases with one player or another, then people tend not to believe you, and then they go and get their information from social media, WhatsApp chat groups and things like that. So your credibility is the most precious thing that you have, and once you lose that, you can never get it back. Well, I think it's important. It's important that the media consistently trumpets what it's saying, exposes its workings to the general public. To many people in the public, they don't quite know how a newspaper or a news outlet operates. They tend to think that you get a call from somewhere to tell you to run this news story or some other story. So it's important congresses like this can help bring people together and provide greater understanding of how media works, the challenges that we are facing, its key roles and different things like that. So it's a useful event to me. Yeah. As with everything else, it is there is some positive, there's some negative, right? Private investments do provide the money that's needed, and we know the media really needs the money. They can also provide good leadership, but people are sometimes suspicious of the motives of the private owners. What do they want media for? Right? On the other hand, government finance is also open to question. I think the best solution for me is an independent media, right? A trust of some sort, something like the Guardian or the New York Times or something like that. An independent media that is not beholden to anyone, whether it's a private investor or a government. But there are some positives, of course, but there are also some negatives. Yeah.